Good morning, second graders. I hope you all had a great weekend. I want to let you know how proud I am of all of you for all the great work that you did last week during your distance learning. I loved seeing all the posts that you put on Seesaw and the pictures that your parents sent me and all the work that I saw. You were working really hard and I want you to keep that up as we continue distance learning for this week. As you can see, I'm sitting in my living room at my piano. When I was your age, I started taking piano lessons, and my very first piano teacher was my mom. So I'm going to play for you a song that I learned the very first time on the piano, and I want you to see if you can guess what it is. It's easy, you're going to guess it right away. Were you able to guess it? If you guessed Mary Had a Little Lamb, you were right. Now, when I played that song, I played it with just one hand. And that's how you start learning to play the piano. You usually start with just one hand. You start nice and easy. Learning how to play the piano is a lot like learning how to read. In both instances, you start with easier things, and you have to do something in order to get better. Can any of you think of the word that I'm thinking of? That means you get better and better. If you said practice, you were right. So when we read, we start with easier books and shorter sentences and littler words, and we practice and we get better and better. Same with playing the piano. You start with easier songs, you practice, and you get better and better. And then pretty soon you can move on to harder books if you're reading and harder songs if you're playing the piano. So now I'm going to play a harder song, and we'll see if you can guess what that one is. Now that one was a little harder to guess. Do you know what it was? It was Can You Feel the Love Tonight from the Lion King movie. Now, if you look at all these notes on this page, all those black notes and all those different symbols on the page, I could never have played this song when I first started learning how to play the piano. It took years of piano lessons and lots of practice to be able to play something a little harder. So, there were times when I was your age, and even when I was older, especially when I was older, that I did not want to practice. I didn't want to practice. I didn't feel like sitting at the piano and having to work super hard at it. But my parents encouraged me, and frankly, they kind of made me. And I'm so glad that they did, because now, even though I don't take lessons anymore, I love to just sit down and play for fun. So whether it's sports, or whether it's the piano, or any other musical instrument, or reading, or math, the way that you can get better is to keep practicing. So, I would like for you to continue practicing your learning this week with our second week of distance learning. You're going to use your matrix that was in your packet, and you're going to look at the week 2 matrix, the April 3rd to April 9th. Remember, in your matrix, you need to do one must-do of your reading and writing each day, and one must-do of your math each day. And then you can choose to do the may-dos in the other 4 columns. So I look forward to seeing your work. I love it when you post your work on Seesaw so that I can see it. I love it to hear your voice reading it. I love to see the pictures of yourself as you're working. So keep up the great work, and we'll talk to you tomorrow. Have a great day. Bye.